Hello everyone, this is my review for Friday Night Smackdown on September 13th, 2013. You know, it's the Go Home Smackdown, the final show before the actual Night of Champions pay-per-view. And, you know, they did a decent job of getting a fair amount of the storylines that have been going on into the show in general. You know, they definitely had some ups and downs in the show. I'll get with the downs right away, which was the dance contest. Obviously, you had this storyline with The Miz and Fandango. So you have a dance contest that started off as just Fandango and R-Truth, which eventually brought out The Miz as Mizco Inferno. Now, albeit extremely hilarious, but it seemed very pointless in my mind for them to even have that. You know, eventually Great Khali showed up in there to make it even more pointless at that point in time as well. That was definitely a down segment to the show. You had you had a little bit furthering with the storyline with the Total Diva, the whole Total Divas versus AJ type deal going into their match at the pay-per-view. So you had a nice little extra snippet there. Of course, the bit with RVD and Ricardo Rodriguez, basically Vicky forcing Ricardo to face Alberto Del Rio in order to be in RVD's corner for the match on Sunday, and of course you know where that would go. Ricardo gets beaten down, all that aspect. Eventually, RVD does make the save for, helping out Ricardo at that. The beginning of the show, you had Big Show basically apologizing or trying to make apologizing for what he did on Monday Night Raw, and then Triple H suspended him for the night, and he was without pay, all that kind of jazz, to continue on that storyline with Triple H's little power hungry trip at that point. Also, the promo with CM Punk and Curtis Axel talking about the match Sunday for the pay-per-view. I really felt that both of them actually delivered a very good promo going into the match Sunday, which was a very, which I just ended up feeling was a very good interview segment in general, which was basically what you got a lot of on this SmackDown. You did get some matches in there. You got a really good match with Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose in there before the DQ, which led into another really fun match with the Usos and Dolph Ziggler versus the Shield at that point. Of course, they did add Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose for the United States title at the pay-per-view as well, so that's always good to see. The continuing of Santino Marella's return, of course, happened with him actually beating Damien Sandow. It looks like Damien Sandow's at that point with him where every Money in the Bank winner basically goes through. They always put the Money in the Bank winner through some kind of losing streak, either right before they cash in, or just for some period of time before they can figure out what they're going to do with them at that point. And of course, you had the finishing segment of the show, which was the Cutting Edge again with Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan as the guests. Really well done, delivered promo by both men there. You get the same feeling that you got with Daniel Bryan and John Cena, where Daniel Bryan's basically still talking about his dreams and everything, and wanting to win the WWE title, versus Randy Orton being the face of the company, only thinking about the business. He was thinking about his dreams while he's thinking about the business type deal. I liked where they went with it. And of course, you had the little physical altercation that you would assume they would have as well. Daniel Bryan coming out on top like he did on Monday night as well. As well on Monday night. So I felt they ended the show really well. I feel like they did a better job of promoting the Night of Champions pay-per-view on Friday night than they did on Monday night, definitely, at least in my own personal opinion. So yeah, that's my review this week for Friday Night Smackdown. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.